What's going on, everybody? We're getting started. Once I get some volume on. There we go. Slowly getting things set up here. How's everyone doing tonight? No face cam tonight. Allergies are just kicking my butt. There's our audio. Now we can hear the game. That's lovely. Lots of milestones to look at. Alright, let's jump in. Because it is already mushroom season. And I've been busy. I got some stuff done. Bought a couple more tools. That's always a nice thing to get going. Got myself a little bit more done over here. Kind of designed the waterway, including the boat in. So a little boating in dock to John's loading dock. We got all three of our books, which is very exciting. And it's mushroom season. And so I did get some grass planted in time to get some mushies. I do want a bridge pretty soon across here, so probably another double bridge type situation. The question is, can I just what if I do that? Yeah, that works. Alright, we'll do that real quick, just get all these mushies up. Make some mushroom soup, and then save them as well for requests and things, because that always comes up. And one nice thing about being out here is we're gonna have tons of morels. The common ones are gonna be a little more rare for us. Pardon me. And then we get our roundhouse, and we'll get rid of those flowers. Cool. All right. Day one, not an amazing haul, but not an awful haul. I thought we could swipe for that. We can't. We'll harvest all this while we're over here. As you can see, I did pick up my farming license, at least the first one. That was honestly just so we could go ahead and get make it easier to get grass when I was getting ready to do the mushroom. To be perfectly honest, that's the only reason we did that. There we go. It also is a season of new bugs and new fish and all sorts of new goodies, so we'll be making sure we get a bunch of them. But what I want to do is actually get prepared to take the mines down. And I think we're gonna get ready for the mines very soon. What we got here? Shipping waddle. We'll do the waddles. Who wants that? I gotta turn the music down a little bit on my end. There we go. Alright, so for the waddles, I think that was Fletch. We'll go bring that up to her. I did move the tent up to here now, so we're slowly figuring out where things are going in town. So that's working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's apply for, not license, let's chat. And I think, oh, I thought she wanted the waddle. Who wants the waddle? Which is a crazy sentence. Oh, Theo does. Alright, we'll go with Theo real quick. So yeah, we have all three books now, so that's gonna make it pretty easy compared to the past and going and getting everything we need to get. So I'm very excited about that. We'll give him his waddles. And I think we're gonna do our first mining run. I gotta see what my key situation is, but I think we're gonna do a first mining run soon. All right, I have a donation, I wanna chat. I complete a request. Of course, give me some money. Excellent. 12,000 for a couple of weeds. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, they're good weeds that really help out, but they're weeds. Oh, it's a Sunday, he won't be open. Alright, so as we kind of ponder what the plan is, here's a regular route, okay. As we kind of ponder what the plan is, we're going to start figuring out town, because we need to get one more person to live here. We do have someone new visiting. I think it's going to be Erwin again, because, well, no, I didn't get ranching, so I don't know why it would be Erwin. Is it going to be rain? It's rain! I like rain. So we'll buy a scarecrow while we're here, because we have the money and can afford to do so. We're not going to get deep into farming. until we can unlock sprinklers, because I'm not going over watering every day. So we will buy a ridiculous amount of rice. Because there's also a bit of a way to make tons of money end game with rice and the food modeler and all that jazz. So we want lots of rice. I don't know. What do we want to start with? 100 rice? 200 rice? Let's start with 100 rice. That seems fine. And we'll buy some cabbage too, even though I don't really want to do a bunch of watering. We want to have some of every vegetable and fruit ready for when we things are going. So we'll just do a quick 15 cabbage. We'll plant them for now right by our house probably. And that way when we wake up, we can just water them real quick and be done with the cabbage. Because otherwise I'm not going to be doing a ton. So today's goal, plant 100 rice, and then we're going to go ahead and maybe build a bridge. And so we want our orchard and our farm island to be over here. And maybe animals over here. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So let's kind of take a look at this and ponder. So we have the orchard, we have the mushroom farm going, and that's going pretty well. Over here is where I'm thinking we're going to have tree. I swear this gets taller. I don't remember it being that tall. Weird. So I think this is also going to be a tree farm area. So as we kind of look around, where do we want to do crops? Because crops do take up a lot of room. So there is that as a bit of a concern. But maybe we'll start them over here behind these guys. Maybe that's where we'll start our farm. And do I have my tape measure on me? I don't. So we'll grab a tape measure, we'll grab some paths, and we'll get a crack-a-lack in here. We're also going to need to figure out where we're going to have our bridge come down from. I think it's going to cross from up here. I think we can do that in 2 spans. It might need to be a triple span bridge. Yeah, so we'll make it work. I'm not scared. All right, let's go and get our tape measure. We actually will keep the fruit salad out and quickly accessible because we're going to eat a few of that. Beautiful. We do have a nice iron axe, or iron pickaxe, copper axe, shovel. Yeah, we're in decent shape. Let's just move some stuff up that we don't hopefully need right away. Actually, move that up. We'll keep our weapon down here. We're not fishing right now, so that should be decent. I do want to see if we have our cooked banana, because there may be a need to destroy a bunch of dirt. Where is the cooked bananas? Did I accidentally eat it? Which is very possible. We might have eaten it already. Okay, that's fine. And then over here, we are going to want pathing and things. I'm not going to worry about it too much just yet. We'll come back and work on the actual bridges and stuff later. But let's get this all planted for our rice paddy. Now, we got a couple of options with the rice. The best option for me is just to flood the paddy, right? And that will just water, it'll grow. And that's a new bug. But I'm not bugging right now. I'm not, well, I don't have a net on me, so we're not bugging right now. Let's try to squish it. So what I think is we're gonna dig out where we'd put a rice paddy here, and then we'll drive the water over. We'll come down through this channel, then I'll replace it because I don't want the whole area flooded. But if this is mushroom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Why am I counting? I can do this. So I want to leave a path here. And then we're going to go 10 by 10. So this is what we need to dig out and then flood to be our rice paddy. Actually, I do need to shift it because we're going to need fences as well. So we're going to shift it up a bit. I think it's actually going to come to this corner. So I want to leave the path. Yeah, we're gonna come diagonally one further. We'll just take all that out real quick. Never hurts to have extra wood. All right, so I think what we really want is here. 10 by 10. Yeah, I can live with that. I'm gonna need another shovel. I did not get my banana. All right, let's go cook a banana. Do I even have any? We might need to go find some real quick. And, or maybe I guess I'll go buy a wheelbarrow. But I can't. So instead we'll do the banana, because we're going to have to destroy 100 dirt from the get-go. So, let's go check one more time, because I can't believe I would have eaten just a random banana for no reason. But maybe? Unless I put it away with my tools. Ah, I bet you that's what I did. Yep, there it is. Okay, and do I have another shovel? Both of my shovels are in rough shape. We've been doing a lot of terraforming, so we'll see how far we can get with these shovels. I mean, this one's gonna go any second, so we might not be able to dig out the full rice field this morning, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll buy some more tools. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop that right there. Well, that shovel is gone. And we're going to kind of work our way through here. And actually what I'm going to do real quick is dig the canal, and then I'll reseal it with the dirt from inside, so that way we're not... So let's just get the water to flood in real quick. Gotta love that about Dinkum water is it just kind of fills everything at that Z level, I guess. And we'll just flow into fill. So we'll oops. We have plenty of grass seed, we can fix all this later. It'd be nice if I could aim. But you know, it's Sunday night, whatever. It's Sunday night, my allergies are bothering me. I forgot how to play games. Oh my goodness. At some point it's not funny anymore. There we go. But yeah, I hope you all had good weekends. We're able to have some time dinking around or playing or doing whatever it is you like to do. For some reason I picked up the banana. Things are good here. Did a nice little walk today. There we go, get some water in, and then we're gonna replace that. And now we'll have a nice, and again, I could leave the stream, but I want a path between here, so I'm just gonna turn this back into a lake that we can then plant all of our rice on. Whether or not we get to the rice planting today, or even all the digging today, this at least gets it started. You know? I think I know what's going on too. I gotta tighten my, one second here. There we go. I had to tighten my thumbsticks on the controller. Much better. Alright, and because I'm gonna go, my eyes are gonna go nuts, so I have to keep looking at this magenta, we're gonna just dig out the corners, and then we will turn off the tape measure. Because it's wild. It's wild, I say. It's wild. Alright, let's pop this down here. There we go. Beautiful. And now we're caught up. So we're back to banana. We'll see how much we can get down. But we're now down to the banana dirt removal process. And I'll get the outline done as much as I can. And this is going to get us going for our farm. We start early farm until we can unlock things like the sprinklers. Because sprinklers, that's when I start caring about farming, to be perfectly honest. I kind of don't care until we get them. But planting 100 rice and never having to water it does very much help. I gotta stop picking up the banana. Alright, shovel down, so that's all we're getting today, but at least we have the borders figured out. We've started the flooding process. I'm not too upset about that. So what I think we are going to do now is figure out this bridge situation. And across the water. And I'm thinking we're probably actually going to need a 3-span bridge over to the farm. And I think we're going to do it from... Do I want a situation where I can run straight across from one bridge all the way to the other? Do I care enough to line up the bridges? Like, is that important? Let's see. So if I do it from here, just so we can keep it organized, it would be that. And that gets us 7, 8, 9. The first one down is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because I think it's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we could do a single. We should be able to do a single span. Okay. So, what we're gonna need to do is, oh, well actually I can't do any of this without a shovel. So we might just sleep through the night. Well, we won't waste the day. What we'll do is we'll go out bugging and fishing. And I guess critter hunting. But yeah, that's the issue we run into is we need shovels. Who knew my day would be thrown out of whack due to the shovel lackage. So let's go ahead and grab some wood. I can never remember which wood's needed, so let's grab all of it here. We need a couple more chests. We're starting to get a little shovey in our lives. 3 more should do us fine. Alright, we'll put back all the wood. Not the seeds, give me those. I think what we'll do now is we'll start pulling out things that aren't raw materials. So raw materials go in here. We'll do crafted things behind it in the corner because we don't have like a proper like storage zone yet. Beautiful. So that's where we'll put our steps and all that jazz. For our farming, we do have, what's this, greens here? Yeah, this is like greens and treasures. Got some gold the other day, that was fun. And over here is like seeds and things. So we'll do seeds. I don't know, there's logs in here. That's a food product. That's not. And we haven't really picked up a lot of flowers and plants and mushrooms and things. So I think we'll do mushrooms and stuff over here. That's another food, right? So we'll put all our mushrooms there. Raw foods in here. Mushrooms in here for now. And I think that's pretty good. Oh, farming. Farming should go across the river. So we'll just pop it over there. And we'll grab a crab, because we always need crab soup. Like always. Alright, so we'll drop this box here with all of our farming accoutrement until we get to actually proper farming. Lovely. And maybe this time around, maybe we'll start actually worrying about flowers from the get-go too. That might be kind of fun. I've never actually cared to do anything with the flowers. Maybe we want to start like a little flower farm right from the get-go. This was crafted. That's gonna be souped. I can go check my tools, grab all my books, and we'll go a bugging and a fishing and all that jazz. Okay, so we carry our weapon at all times. We carry an axe. We have some nets. That's fine for what we're doing right now. Our rod is fine. We gotta get a repair table is what we need. We don't need that on us. I'll bring this just in case. We don't need that on us, but we do want all of our books. And we'll switch between fish and that when we're near the water or whatnot. Beautiful, and then we'll just ditch our flowers into this plants and outdoorsy stuff. Alright. So, you can see we have the critter book now, which is very nice. It's a part of the update, and makes me very happy that it exists. Where's my boat? We'll go at the boat. We do have our bug book. So far, no new bugs. And we have our fish book. You know, we're not metal detecting right now, so let's do that. Ah, new fish. So we'll start grabbing some of the new beasties. The wee basties. And we'll get that. We've already had a jungle perch. Where's the new? The new one's over there. And this croc wants to be a pain, but he doesn't even notice me if I'm standing. Interesting. Alright. Silver perch. Oh yeah, let's get that done. That's great. But yes, very excited for the encyclopedia. That's going to be something we need to craft later using all of our books. And I'm sure there's some other ingredients. I forget what the recipe was. But we're going to come out here. Mostly I want to see if there's any bugs. We'll also grab any ore, because we're always short on ore. And if there's any new critters out and about, it never hurts to take a gander. Those are all the usual suspects. Bugs are all so you can see the range of the books has decreased. So you can see the butterfly in the back there. We know we have it, it's a blue moon, but so things have changed a little bit. New fish right here. It's the best part about new season: new fish, new bugs, new critters. Come on. Ba-do-do. Lovely. Little black and white snapper. Kind of just chilling, enjoying the Dinkum's music. It's a small part of the island, so we're going to go over to one of the bigger island proper, which is over here. Since we do live kind of in the extreme southern area, the southern shores. This at least gets us closer to like a main area. We'll leave our boat here even. We'll just check real quick. Anything new and fun? Oh, that's new and fun. Whatever it's over here. All right. Little tiny thing there. There we go. So yeah, apologies, no face cam tonight. My face is a mess from all the sneezing. A little grayling. Tries nice to think of aliens. Alright, any new critters around? We got a critter over here. What's that? Freshwater mussel. And then we can see our bug book. If there's new bugs, well, of course we know scorpion's new, so we'll just grab that. And now that we're up here in this area, we'll check bugs. Get that stink bug. It's just nice to get all these new goodies. Stink bugs. Flies. All the usual suspects. No, so the other things that are new since the last episode, I think, yeah, since last episode is Dangerous Wish is now on. So I gotta be a little more careful. Again, we've not actually switched over to playing like any medium core rules or hardcore rules or anything. We're just playing, and it's kind of nice. I kind of like being like, I want to do this thing and not thinking about it. So, yeah. The idea was gonna be like I'd start a medium core island. I don't, maybe not. What I'm thinking is that whenever I do eventually start a Switch stream or a Switch island, I'll go back to doing some medium core there. We'll make it like a Switch medium core specific thing. But that's gonna be a whiles off because all the new shinies are coming to PC. Of course, I'm playing the early access for partners. So if you do see any spoilers, which right now there's some steps you might see, that would be a spoiler. Because I've created the like the ramps. There are steps that inherit the look of whatever's under them. So that would be new for you. There's also the giant shells, and of course the critter book. Those are kind of the new things right now that you'd see. A lot of the other stuff, it's gonna take a minute before we get there. Okay, so I had another reason I wanted to come up here, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was... I want to get more palm wood, because it's something we don't have living in the south. That's just a stink bug, right? No, that's new. I was like, what is that? That was a weird shape. Tiger beetle, nice. All right, that's exciting. So yeah, we're gonna take down some more palm trees. If I can make the little jump, which I can, it's just gonna take a minute. And then we'll run along the rivers tonight and see if we can see any rare or new fish. If I can make this... Okay, I'm just gonna throw books down. It's like I've never played Dinkum. We'll take the cheat here. We'll jump on here, and we'll jump... Oh, come on. If only I had a shovel. I want to steal the palm... You know what? These are palm trees right here. This looks good. It's one of those nights. What can I say? But yeah, all the stuff is looking so good. I've been watching a bunch of other people's streams and kind of lurking. I was watching Sam earlier playing her spoiler stream. Little flashlight there. It's very, very cool. Just to see kind of like the excitement again. A bunch of people are making videos again. Things are popping up. They're getting ready, getting stoked. I'm really intrigued to see people play around with the trains. That's something I've not really messed with in general. And I mean, I had a little train station, but having the switching, the track switching option is gonna be, I think, really cool for folks. And so that's gonna be pretty fantastic to see. Alright, let's get all this going. Oop, I'm realizing I don't have my chat tab up, so if you've been saying hello, my apologies. Hello. But I now have it set up, so I should be able to see you going forward. I think. Maybe. There we go. Yes, now I can see things. Alright, good. Let's go ahead and chop down some more trees since we have all that fruit salad in us and it helps with our chopping abilities. A little bit of deforestation never hurt anyone. Is not a good thing to say. But it is good in Dinkum because sometimes you just need all that nice lumber. Excellent. All right. Now we have not had as many alpha fights as I would like, so we're not really ready to get big weapons. We gotta be careful of his electric killing us. Speak of the devil. Ow. Got him. Again, we don't have electric tools yet, but it never hurts to have some of that spark soup ready to go when we get it. I mean, I guess we could be using it when we're metal detecting, but honestly, I'll just buy a new metal detector if I kill the metal detector off. Alright, I think we're probably pretty good for now. Let's go ahead and go back and sleep. So that way in the morning we can buy a shovel. Actually, let's grab all this ore here. I'm gonna sneeze again, let me hit my mute switch, be right back. There we go. That way we're not blowing out anyone's eardrums. But the Palo Verde trees are in bloom, and they're beautiful and lovely and destroy me. Absolutely destroy me. Alright, we did say as we're running though, we're gonna keep an eye on fish. I mean, I could catch the rainbow fish and sell them, that's not bad. Oh, there's a new guy. Oh, what are you doing out here? You should be like in the ocean. Is this considered ocean water? No, we'll get him. Alright, we'll swim across and just get you from closer. If I stay over here, it shouldn't scare you. No, it scared you a little. That's alright, that's alright. You'll chill. Everyone chill. Don't run away. There we go. Nice. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Hey, where you go? I'll say it's very nice having the iron rod so early. It just makes things so much easier, even without fish food. Alright, we got our fish books up and running as we run the river. So again, you can see it kind of pops in, it shows you fish, the coins up ahead in the distance, but doesn't necessarily show you all the fish until you get closer. And then they kind of pop in, which is fine. Honestly, I think it works okay. Now, where did I leave my boat? Oh, okay, we got a whiles to go. I don't think I realized we were this far up. We should pick up shells too, just in case we get. These are gonna be little anchovies, I think. Is anchovy a fall fish? There you go. Sardine? Anchovy? One of the two. Anchovy. Yep. Delightful. Let's see, what are the odds? I think we'll get a large shell on the way back. I think it'll happen. I will say we've picked up almost all the shells, I think, at this point, though. So there is a slight chance it doesn't happen. Oh, go away. It does also mean we'll need to be careful if we do pick one up, because throwing them and breaking them is a real thing. Alright, we're doing fine. I'm just totally ignoring the little devil dog chasing us. Because, frankly, I'm not scared. Lots of anchovies and bluefish. So I am curious to see if we get a little bit more time with the... or a little bit more distance with the books. Because I get pulling them in a bit, but they feel awfully short comparatively now. Or it's just something we'll get used to. Alright, so... we're across the river manually here. Oh, we'll grab that. That's a mussel. I don't want it. I don't want it. I have to check the patch notes. Do we have a use for mussels yet? I'm guessing no. If I can do like steamed mussels, I'd be all for it. I'm just gonna run up this river just a little bit, just to see if there's anything new on the river. And then in this little area here, where we yeah, this is fine, because we'll start going true south in a moment and try to get to our boat. Maybe we'll swim. Hey, darling, how's it going? Just fish pond food? Well, how you doing? I am, yeah, just fish pond food, you're right. I'm doing well, things are moving along. It's now autumn in game. So, I've been kind of chugging along off camera. Good, except working, yeah, well, you know. It's good, it's good to have a gig, I guess, you know, there's always a silver lining. I got work in the morning myself, but I'm remote tomorrow, so what do we got over here? Let's take our boat over to it. We'll get there, don't worry. Which means I'll be working out of the tea shop. So we have a tea shop across the street from the house that my wife and I both like, so we bring our laptops, go over there, get a lot of work done, drink iced tea. They have hot tea too, but it's hot in the desert, so. I was hoping that, yeah, let's pull this in a little. Are you a pufferfish? Who are you? A pufferfish? You almost look like a blobfish. But you're feisty is what you are. Oh, you are a blobfish. Yeah. Yes, I want to make room for the blobfish. I will drop this one bush seed. That croco does, yeah, the croco is very interested in getting to know me. I am, on the other hand, not very interested at all. So we're gonna leave him be. We are gonna run and pick up shells. Just to see if we get our big shell. But honestly, we're making our way back. Making our way? And, we'll go by the shark, although he should be fine to leave us be. That wasn't, you know, we're kind of a putzing around little day. We got a lot done there. including all 3 of our tasks, which I did not actually do intentionally, so that's kind of fun. Alright, we'll leave our boat where it belongs. Our ghosts are closing our wardrobes when we walk in, like always. We'll leave the books there for now. We'll also leave the metal detector for now. And we're gonna come over here and just put stuff away before we sleep. I'm not gonna unload the bugs and things because we'll pop them into the museum in the morning anyway. There's this one here has the animal bits. We're getting close to actually needing to proper like update everything. Oh, what's going on here? That doesn't belong in there. That's what's going on there. That belongs in there. That does not belong in there. Well, I guess shells in there are fine. And we'll switch pearls to being treasures. There we go. Alright. Now everything is roughly sorted where it belongs. Beautiful. And we can check our book also, because it looks like we did some things. Got those milestones rolling in, and I think we can sleep now. Alright, get away from that crazy croco, and rest. Nice. Doo-be-doo-doo. Turn my air conditioning on here. My air con, as it were. Lovely. Excellent. So, let's go ahead and get up. You can tell the iced tea's kicking in. I'm feeling awake now. Like, all right, we got this. We're not doing that. We might go do the alpha, actually. Just so we can get the stuff to make the weapon. So where is the alpha? Yeah, we'll do the alpha. We'll also grab all of our... We'll grab that. We'll also grab all of our stuff we need to, but let's go drop off museum, and then we will purchase a new shovel, because that's what limited us yesterday. And we'll head this way. We'll ignore that croc there. Hello, friend. I have donations. Yes, take them all. That's all. Bye. Doing quite well there, to be honest. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but we're doing well this time around. I'm just gonna wait until 8, so we're gonna grab any mushrooms we just see on this side, because I'm not worried about getting every single mushroom. A stink bug? Yeah, it's a stink bug. Yeah, it's a nice little load for donations. You know, just running by, grabbing 9 right there. We're in decent shape. Day 1 of the new season. It's easy to see if there's any shells we can grab while we're over here. Really, I'm just stalling until 8 o'clock. You know, we haven't done... I don't think we picked up all the shells on the backside of this island. Maybe we have, but... if we can get another shell to sell to John, that'd be fun. We're ignore the big dog over here. Hey, buddy. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, who's a naughty boy? Go get some rest. There you go. I know, it does seem so far away, doesn't it? It'll be here before you know it. The water is so nice. I mean, that's honestly, watching other people stream it too, I'm just like, ugh. I love the change in the water. Alright, we're just gonna keep picking up shells in hopes that one of them becomes a big shell, and then we're gonna run to John's. And honestly, just sell them all these shells. I don't need to keep all these in my inventory. Alright, I think that's it. Grab all these while we're here. Everything's just money, right? I mean, at this point, just give them the cash. Alright, well, let's go see what our buddies want to give us here. Get these mushies here. This croc is very confused what biome it's supposed to live in. It is the rare woods croc. Alright, let's sell John some stuff. He can have all of this, to be frankly honest. I don't particularly care. And then we'll talk to him to get some permit points. Oh, we gotta talk to 2 people today? Oh, my goodness. And has he always sold batteries? That's interesting to me. That feels interesting to me. I don't know why it feels interesting, but it does. Okay, I will not be caught without a tool again. So what I think I'm gonna do is just buy one of everything, even though I don't need them all. But it was very annoying to not have a shovel. And honestly, I can just throw a chest of duplicate tools somewhere and call it a day. Kale and cabbage. We're gonna buy some of both of these, just to have. Yeah, for sure we'll need a lot of those. We'll buy a bunch of these. We're really going through all of our fishing money from the fishing tournament. That's alright. Do I want any new tools? You know, I did say I wanted a wheelbarrow. And I think it's always nice to have another furnace. And I think this time around, normally I try to buy 10 of everything. I think I'm gonna try to stick mostly to 3 of everything on the hopes that we eventually get a bunch of the auto placers. I might have already broken that rule, but okay. Got lots of goodies. Let's put some of our goodies away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We had some stuff we wanted to do. 1, we have to go fight the alpha, for sure. 2, we're gonna... we'll park the wheelbarrow over here. That's fine. Right, come on. There. Wheelbarrow can go hang out there. We'll add another furnace down. Alright, thanks so much for popping in and enjoy your work. Hopefully we'll see you in a bit. And then again, with all these extra tools, okay, we need another chest for that. But since this is kind of the store, yeah, that's fine. We can just shove things in here for now. What do I want to make sure I have on me? I have all the important things, but what I want to make is a new hammer. I want to make the iron hammer. We've never got mining yet, so I also want to go do a mining run. We gotta check our keys at some point. Yeah, iron hammer. Beautiful. So yeah, let's go. Let's go take out that alpha. Then we're gonna do our bridge, finish our rice paddy, and that'll be a good day there. Where did I leave my boat? And do I care much? Yeah, we want our boat. What we really want is Franklin to come in and to buy a jet ski. That's what we really want. No, I don't want to get in. I want to smack it with the hammer. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, we also want to pick up our mushies on the mushroom farm. So you can see with the plants, and yes, I could have separated these out and so double the length of the field where all the trees are for the fruits. The problem is then the fruit falls all over the place in between the trees, and I didn't really want to deal with that. So as a trade-off of a tighter orchard, but it does technically give me less spaces for mushrooms to spawn. So it's one of the things, trade-offs. But you know, it's a good beginner mushroom farm. It's just enough to get a few every day, as long as you go over and get them before noon. It works well. All right, where are we going? And we're off. We'll go right over this shark. Doesn't seem to care much. We'll go right over this shark. It'd be really weird if that one actually cared, like just destroyed me. Alright, and we're gonna make our way up this river, right? No, actually we're gonna come, oh, actually we're gonna steal the free meat they're gonna give us. The other benefit of Dangerous Wish is once they kill each other, you get more meat from that too. Ouch. However, if you're not paying attention and they hit you, you will take damage. Kind of forgot Dangerous Wish was on. So we are going to have to be careful fighting this alpha. And we could cheese it. I'm not going to. But you know, you could do the whole dig 2 down thing. And Be totally fine. Let's actually put that up. There we go. So, let's make our way over. I'm realizing I don't think I posted this in the Discord for Dinkum, which is fine. We'll make this a low advertising stream. So for those of you here, thanks for being here. We're like the secret viewers. And we're picking up all the shells to see if we get a big shell, and then we'll go fight the alpha. Of course, if we get a big shell, we're gonna have to bring it back. But it is kind of a fun little treat when you get one. Just a little extra bit of cash. Alright. Are you over there? No, you're on this island. You're just around the bend. Just around the bend. Okay. Now the question is, can I get you and you mad at each other enough to fight for a bit? So come chase me. Yep, come on. Keep chasing me. Because I like to get him fighting the lizards. Yeah, there we go. Especially if the lizard drops his electricity. Like that. Because the lizard just took out the alpha. Remember earlier when I said, hey, you don't mess with alphas, the lizard electricity fields are bad? That was wild. Well, easiest alpha fight yet. Does that count as cheesing it? I don't know. You have to sound off in the comments on that one. I don't think that's cheesing. Also, I don't think I have that fish. You're a big guy. What are you? Come here. I think the alpha just being demolished by a lizard is strategic gameplay. And it's using my environment wisely. Alright, what do we got here? Travala. No, it's like Trafalgar, isn't it? Like a travel website. Should have brought my books with me to see if anything's new, but you know. It's fine, we're just having fun. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we are gonna go turn that in, because I've been forgetting to do that. That's kind of an important part of the whole process. I'm then gonna go ahead and build that bridge so I can stop having to walk in the water. Is that a paper wasp? I don't think I have a paper wasp yet. I really should have kept my books on me. Let's just go grab that real quick. Excellent, because I don't think we had him yet, and I've had weird luck with the paper wasps in the past. Sometimes they're everywhere, and some maps just cannot find them. Alright. So, we got an easy alpha kill. That's pretty sweet. And there's another paper wasp. And now we're gonna go ahead and build a bridge. It's a big open area. This could be interesting for some sort of build later. Good try. Not good enough. It's a little orange fish. Is that a carp? I think it's a carp. Alright, and we're making our way over to the... Oh, here's a little shell to pick up. And one more. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. I'm pretty sure on the bright wires, which is why we have no teleporter set up yet. Because that would speed things up a bit. But I think I only have like 11 bright wires total, so it's going to take a while before we get all that we need to set up all the teleporters. And I'm debating, because normally I like having a teleporter right in town, but it seems awfully close to that other tower, so I don't know. I don't know if I want one in town or if I want one like in the center of the map, and I'll just make my way over to that. I'm just not sure what we'll do with our tower teleporter. I have a boat for a reason. Let's drop that in. Alright, so we're off on an adventure. There's a big tree in the distance, palm trees. Okay. sure that's where we're going. So we'll empty our inventory. We will donate whatever I picked up. I picked up a new bug or something. And then we'll build that bridge. Or bridges, as the case may be, because I think we're going to need 2 of them. And I think we're going to do the lineup where we'll line it up. And of course we'll have to raise it up because I don't feel like doing the mess here. Okay, so we'll talk to Fletch to get credit for the alpha kill, which is lovely. Great. Easiest 18,000 dinks in the world. We'll go turn in the paper wasp and I think a new fish. And then we'll get those credit points. Hello, friend. I have a donation. Yes, it was a new fish. Beautiful. Oh, I lied. I don't have anything else for you. But I do want to chat to get that done for the day. Alright, there we go. Cool. I think he just said he murders the animals I bring him, but whatever, you know. A gift once given. Okay, so I do think I like the idea of like a central bridge path thingamabob, so I do think we're gonna do that. I also need to go get my shovel for sure, and I'm gonna need my boat to lay the pathing down. So, let's figure some things out. One, let's put away stuff I don't need to be carrying. Perfect. Interesting. I thought we already had an alpha antler somewhere, but... well, we do now. Odd. Shovel. The shovel's gonna be in here. Or it's gonna be over in the crafting box. We also need to figure out, am I gonna do some more stone? The question of what bridge to actually make kind of comes up here, right? So I don't... let's get a bunch of stuff so we can make bridges. So we can continue the stone path all the way across to our farming area. We can change it up. There's no reason it has to be the same kind of stone walkway. That said, the bridge, it is kind of nice to have some sort of like consistency. We did the 2 while. You know, let's just make 2 more of these. We can always change it out later. So we got 2 bridges. I do need more stone. I guess we don't have any, so we'll make some more path for the footers. You know, let's just make even more. We have plenty of stone right now. That should be fine for now. Okay. So let's, for now, say we did want to continue kind of this upper stone walkway path thing we got going. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and clear the land here. It'd be nice to have some tree pickers, because I don't want to totally deforest this area, but again, I can just plant again later. I'm also potentially going to move the gazebo over here. I know I started building a park elsewhere, but I'm not 100% that that's where I want the park. Now, I do think I'm going to have to do some terraforming. Well, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do some terraforming. Which is fine. Okay. So the question, though, is do I do terraforming all the way out to the water's edge? Or do I leave that kind of open and we'll have a walkway under? We're going to do a walkway under. We are going to terraform up to here, so I do need to be able to steal some dirt. And so we're going to go over to this little outcropping. And we're just going to fill in a little bit of this dirt. We're going to borrow this stack here. And that should get us most of the way. perfect. I think I need one more, which I'll take from here. Alright. No, actually, we're gonna need to fill in that gap. I don't like the look of a random one gap there. Beautiful. Okay, so that should cover us for this bridge, kind of where this bridge is gonna start. That doesn't help. No, I'm looking this way. Thank you. And so what I want to make sure, yes, it goes more than halfway through the river, so we're fine on length of bridge. So now what we need to do is hop on our boat and see how well we can line things up. And this is where I'm not always brilliant at it. So we're actually being a bit silly on land here. I want to like line it up. We'll start turning. Doobie 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 doo. Beautiful. And I want to put it right about actually where that rock is, I think. So we're gonna dig. We're gonna have that rock actually is going to be really annoying. Because I don't have a great way of getting it yet. So let's borrow from here and put in front of the rock. Nope. Nope. Yep, okay. So we can do this now, and I should be able to... Can I get the rock from here? I don't... No, the boat's kind of in the way. Boat, move. Alright, can I get the rock from here? I can't get the rock. Unfortunately, no. So it's not going to be as centered as I wanted, because we're going to have to build 2 posts this way until I get a diving helmet. Alright, because I can't... Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, the other option is to place a bunch of dirt, fill in around the rock, dig out the rock again. Well, like, actually, we're going to be building with a bunch of dirt anyway. Wait a minute, we might be able to do this. Let me see here. Can't stand here, so what I need to do is surround... I need to surround the rock? Will that get rid of the water? No. Ah, I know what I need to do. We're gonna make a mess of this riverbed, and then we'll fix it. All because this rock's annoying me. I need that up. I need that up. We're gonna be moving this dirt back anyway to build towers, so I'm not too pressed about making a total mess. Okay, so we got that. This is what I need to do. I need to block in a block here. This is so silly. This is so silly. All because this rock's annoying me. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna... You know, I don't know that's going to work. Because... I think the... Oh, wait. Can I put dirt under a rock? No. So I can bring the barrel up. I can't bring the rock up. Alright, now what's the plan, Josh? What's your brilliant plan now? I don't have one. I don't have one. Because... Even if... Oh, yeah, this is not gonna... Dang it. Okay. Well, don't mind all that nonsense. Instead, everyone look the other way. Look away. We're gonna go ahead and start filling back in this hole, I think. And just, it's not going to be pretty until I get a diving helmet, and then if I need to move the bridge, then we will. But for now, we'll work around what we can work around. But I do think we probably have enough dirt to do what we need to do. Maybe. Because what we need is a 2x2 pillar. It's just annoying because the rock is literally right where I want to actually put the pillar, but whatever. That's okay, we'll get this pillar dug up. Nope, put that back. Put that one there. Like, launched me, that was weird. I'm gonna have to use my boat to get the rest of it. So, we do need to go higher still. Not a ton higher, but higher. I'll use the boat to get these 2 blocks. Here, a little mobile water platform. There we go. Cool. Alright. Let's, I guess we'll dig from the side and we'll fill that back in as we get closer and closer. So we're going to make sure everything lines up. I think that's the level we need to be. I think. Of course, doing that jump's kind of a pain, so we'll just grab some more dirt. Not that dirt. Do appreciate the infinite dirt kind of thing we got going on here. Okay, so we did get that leveled up. Go team, go. So that and that are now the correct height for the bridge. Let's get the rest of it. So we need to get like 6 more, or actually like 4 more than what we need, I think, in order to fill the hole back in. 2, 3. Oh. And 1 more. Nope. Alright, so now if I put that in, take this back, put it back in, I think we can fill that hole back. I might be off by 1, in which case I'm not going to worry about it. 1 hole will, again, we'll clean a lot of this up later. Oh, actually no, we had more than enough. Okay. Let's put back here by this rock that's annoying for now. Cool. So that's the first footer built. Love to see it. Alright. Now we gotta do a matching footer over there, and then figure out how we're gonna make it kind of integrate in and look nice, and, you know. So what I'm thinking, in terms of making it look nice, is we're gonna go ahead and, well, interesting, because we could do some sort of weird, like, make this a narrows, and so we could actually kind of make a wall here in the water and slope or step it down. I think for now we're gonna stick to the original plan. Okay. Again, we're gonna dig a big hole and then we'll backfill it later. We have plenty of seed. We'll get this footer kind of set up. I think it was only 3, it might be 4. Yeah, it looks like it's 4. Yeah, it's good to get a bridge down, right? If we gotta come over here every morning to get our mushies, to actually start worrying about farming. Alright, let's make sure we're the right height. Nope. Look that way. Okay, that is the right height, in fact. Beautiful. Okay, so now we got that. It matches our other bridge. We're crossing the rivers to the different islands. What I need, though, is to figure out how big an area I want this pillar to be, and then how am I getting down to the ground. In terms of area of pillar, it's actually going to be a chunky thing. Pardon me, because I need it to be. So what I'm going to do is borrow this. We're just going to keep... Oh, hello. We're going to keep stealing from our infinite dirt supply. I want the landing platform to be at least a 2x2. But I also want to put a fence around. So actually we're going to fill this hole in and move it, annoyingly. So I want a fence around, so now it needs to be a 3x3. And then I'm going to have to build steps coming down off the 2x2. So I said, it's going to be chunky. And then eventually we'll put lights and things in and all that jazz, because that'll be important too. Ooh, look at that, bright wires. I just said I need more bright wires in my life. Let's put all the farm stuff back down so I have room in my inventory. That's a fishing rod, not a farm tool. That's a farm tool. That's a farm tool, farm tool, farm tool. Beautiful. I'll take some bright wires. Grazie. Alright, let's come over here. Do the run around. Actually, maybe we'll fill in this hole so we don't have to keep running around, and then we'll... So we need at least this, plus I think 3 more. 1, 2... I think that should do it. I might be off by 1, but that's okay. We'll actually I'll be off by more than 1. It's off by quite a few. That's okay though, because what we'll do is we'll come steal it from over here. You're like, no, that'll make it sand. I don't care. Steal it from over here. If you can tell, I don't really like breaking up the jagged coastlines. I kind of like the look of them. There, beautiful. Alright, so that's looking good. Because again, we're going to put a fence up. So I need to come one more further out here, so I have room for my fence, and then we can start the build now. My goodness. Let's just dig our dirt from here so it's completely out of the way. I'll take the stairs real quick so we can pop this down. Again, for our chunky boy. Definitely don't want to fall into that hole, that'd be annoying. So I'm wondering now, because of how close this is to the farm, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I think we might actually integrate the greenhouse into this somehow and have it connect to the back of this. Maybe we'll move some of our orchard trees eventually. If I can get through it, there we go. Okay. So now this we're going to leave the same height. But then in the interior too, we're going to start our steps down. So that should get us our step down bridge. Alright, so we do that. That. So we can start putting stairs in. And we'll go make the stairs, you know? So thank you for hanging out in the digging stream. There we go. Oops. Alright, so that gets us our staircase. The question is what do I do here? And I think I bring this down also just one above the stairs on each level. Yeah, I like that. Then we're going to stone it all, and then I think we'll actually use the new stairs versus the stone stairs. We'll use the new copycat stairs, and that'll be fine. Which means we'll need to stone also the first level here. And we'll add that border. Nice. Okay. So, this all gets stoned up. And that gives us a nice setup for our fence. And again, I said it'd be chunky. It's a bit chunky, but I think it looks good. You know, we do have to do some digging over here, so that's how we can fill that hole. It's a little bit back and forth, but it's a good use of the excess dirt to work a little bit more on this. As we're digging out what's going to be our rice paddy. You can tell there's not really any hurry, which is nice. 2 or 3 more, I think. Lovely. So tonight, again, chill streams, kind of hanging out. Tomorrow will be the regularly scheduled stream. We'll have the face cam up and all that jazz. It'll be earlier as well. We'll probably be doing more mining runs and stuff tomorrow. And we'll check keys. If I have enough, maybe we'll do some mining runs tonight. Maybe that's how we'll end the stream tonight. But let's go real quick and see. Okay, so that's where our lake's going to be. I'm pretty happy with this. It's kind of a quick footer for a bridge. We'll get the fences. I don't love this. I wish there's some way to like make them connect if you built the pillars, you know? I wish the texture's just connected, but it is what it is. Looks like, yeah, we're using hardwood fence as kind of our accent to go with all the brick, so we'll get some hardwood fences. Which we might already have made. Yep, we do. That's plenty for this build. I don't know that we have any good light options yet. No, just really torches. Which we could put some torches down, I suppose. But we'll see. So yeah, so the idea is now you come here. And there's that. Yeah, I'll put one there, it's just a post. Actually, maybe we'll do the post until we get lights. Maybe we'll put posts kind of lining that. I like it. And we do need... I say I like it, I might not like it, we'll see. But I need to make a bunch of the copycat steps. So that takes concrete. Just like ramps, so we could do ramps, and we have 2 matching steps. I'm calling them copycat steps. They're you know what they are. They're matching steps, and they're right here. Matching steps. They take 2 concrete or bags of cement. Apologies. That should be. Let's make one more group. Let's make a few more, just in case. So this is also a new item, and it's great. If you put on dirt, you get dirt steps. Put on grass. Grass steps, brick steps, but you still get that nice kind of pattern on the side where it's just like poured concrete look. So there's a little bit different, and they work just the same way as ramps do. So I'm a big fan of them. So that's part of the new update. So we'll sneak that in here. Lovely. That is looking good. Again, I don't actually love the fence posts. They're kind of aggressive looking. So we'll take them down. And once we get some lights and things, I think it'll look even better. Now, this is awfully close to our farm area, so we will have to either move the orchard back, which is very easy to do once we get a tree picker, or we'll figure something out. But I am thinking it might be kind of cool to back the lighthouse up against this. So we'll see. That might become something. All right, so that's pretty good. It is late, so I'm not gonna, and I don't have a cooked banana on me. So I think we'll put stuff away and sleep, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. But I do like kind of having this mega bridge. The other reason I like this mega bridge is I'm thinking longer term, if we're gonna set up a monorail system with the train, where we have a 1 wide, or I guess technically it's 2 wide, but we can build right off these same posts. And we know that we just have to extend our posts, and then we can put the rail line right next to this. And so part of me is thinking ahead of time, like, maybe that's what we'll have. We'll have a train line that also runs parallel to like a walking path or such. Why did I come over here? I don't know. I was just enjoying my new bridge. I'm gonna go get all that free meat because that's too good to pass up. And even though it's late, if that croc wants to come and play, play. Helps if I don't miss though. Makes life a lot easier. There we go. Free meat for days. Yeah, we'll come back and get that in a minute. Let's put some stuff away. Now we can get those croc teeth. Those croc teeth are always really useful, especially when you sell them in bundles of 50. It always works out pretty nice for us later. Alright, so let's put stuff away. We can put away these, and these here. We can put away all our crafting materials in here. I think that covers that for now. We can run down here. Put our other stuff, valuables and greens in here, and I think that's pretty good. I did say I wanted another chest, because this one's annoyingly full. So we're gonna make a toolbox real quick. And when you're making one, you might as well make two, right? So we'll make two. We'll put our wood back. Alright, so the wardrobe will be where we keep the excess clothes, and then what we'll do is we'll put the extra tools in these chests for now. So we have one of everything. That's the better. That. No, we don't need that on us right now. These are good. Some of these will break, that's fine. That's kind of our normal tool loadout. Let's get all this. Sleeping bag can... Actually, that's a tool. So the clothes is in the clothes bin. Extra tools that we don't need. We have all these like half-broken ones that at some point I should probably get fixed up. This is a normal... That's good, good, good. Yeah. And then stuff that we do need is kind of our day-to-day loadout. We're just not carrying it currently. Will go in here. Like that. Okay. A little more organized. Oh, you know, we should go break some... Well, what do we get for permit points? Oh, 90? Yeah, we should go break some rocks real quick. How many? 6? We should go to sleep. I'm not gonna go break 6 rocks. I'd have to go halfway across the map because I keep breaking them near the house. Alright, so... We're gonna check our keys. We might do our first mining run. We have no helmet. We have no light, of course. Clover's here, I'm not even gonna bother engaging with. What's our key situation? Wrong box. 4. We probably should go down with more for our first mining run. Maybe tomorrow during off camera I'll just do a bunch of trying to get the mines. Alright, instead, we're gonna enjoy this rainy weather. We're gonna get all our mushrooms. I like how I built that fence just to ignore it. Beautiful. Get our mushies. I think what we'll do is we'll finish the rice paddy and get that going, at least. We should also put down our cabbages, so we don't have to water them today, at least. Although, the act of watering is points, right? I think. Do I have my banana? I don't have my banana, so let's go get that. Oh, isn't it so nice? We can just go across our bridge. So what I've not yet built either is a path up. It's going to be here. So this will be the path that goes up from my house up to that plateau. That's how we'll connect. Let's get our banana. Hey, Laura. Laura3152, how are you doing this evening? Chat's being pretty coy tonight. We had Darlene here earlier. Chat's hanging out. We got a lot of good lurkers doing their thing. How are things going in your neck of the woods? Hopefully well. I've been enjoying the new update, but so far, not tons of things we've unlocked yet, because, you know, it's a new island. But we do have the critter book now, which is exciting. And we've gotten the giant shells. And the, I call them the copycat stairs, what are they, whatever the stairs are. The new stairs. So it's been fun to kind of see some of that stuff, even in the early game. And right now, you caught me, we're digging out the rice paddy. Because rice is wonderful, as long as it hasn't changed. That's not something I've tested yet, to be honest. But rice is normally a very nice mid to end game I guess, money maker. If you take rice and put it in the food modeler and sell that in bulk, it makes you some good cash. Particularly after you've unlocked all your bonuses to your sales. But we're using the little banana hack here to get rid of this dirt quickly. Of course, I could be using a wheelbarrow, and but this works for me just as well. The difference, of course, the wheelbarrow is nice to have actually filled up and ready to go for when you need dirt and you don't want to mess with your natural landscape. Unfortunately, you know, it's yeah. Hey. What is happening? What is happening? Wait, that's interesting. Remember I said it's not good to get stuck in a pit? You just jumped into another live and noticed you're on too, so I thought I'd hang out for a bit instead. Don't tell. I won't tell a soul. But thank you for being here. I appreciate that. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. Something was weird. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. So tonight's a very chill, no face cam. Doing my Dinkum chores, you know, getting the farm ready, building some bridges. Just chill accents. It's nice just to turn the AC on, sit in the office, and you might be able to hear the cricket in the background. Listen to the crickets, because they're everywhere now. So apologies if you're all hearing it, because Lord knows it's impossible to get them all. I've tried. I also won't kill them. I take them outside, so it's probably my own doing, but there's very few bugs I'll kill. Cockroaches I'll kill. Luckily I don't see them often. Although we do get crazy ones out here. You saw Darla was talking fishing, so you're intrigued? Yeah, fishing's great. Made a ton of money last episode, and the new water is beautiful. Although with the rain right now, you can't see it, so we'll see if the rain stops. But it's much more, it looks much closer to what's on the Switch. So the water's just clearer, so you can really see the fish, and I appreciate that, personally. And I always like fishing. Fishing is a very fun part of the game for me. It's not one I do a ton of streaming on. Like, I'll always do the challenge, of course. But I'm not often like, oh, let's just spend a whole day fishing. Whereas when I play the game, just not on camera, that is something I do a lot of. I'll spend a whole day fishing. Because it's good money, it's good food. Just if you need like a quick, easy food. I mean, I often play with no food, as you can tell. I'm not using any right now. And then when I need it, I'll throw on a bunch of whatchamacallits, fruit salads. That's my go-to. Alright, we are almost done with this lovely rice field. Just 10 more blocks to move. Nope. Hey, it's a J. I like it. There we go. And finally, beautiful. Okay. So now we've done all that. Now I will eat some fruit salad. And we're gonna go ahead and grab our seeds. We'll grab our hoe. We'll grab these guys here. We're gonna plant the cabbage as soon as we possibly can so that we don't have to water them. We just wanna make sure we don't lose the weather. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. This is gonna get a 4th row, and then a break, and then yeah, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll be by 5. And we'll take these trees down right quick. And we'll do fencing and all the things you're supposed to do at some point. It's just, we're not there yet. Alright, go team go. Now the real fun. Do I have any crab soup on me? I don't. I think the hoe will survive 100. We'll find out though. We'll find out. Last week we had over a foot of snow. Today it's 74. And currently it's 45, getting out 38. North Dakota weather and spring is bipolar. Yeah, that's a wild amount. That's like I was watching, so we have a trip coming up this summer. My wife and I are going to go to Scotland. And, you know, a few days ago they had snow, and then the next day all the pictures of people sitting on the green field in like their t-shirts. But that's wild. I mean, I'm still pretty feisty that we had our first day over 100 degrees Fahrenheit a month ago here. It's never been that early, and it was 106, I think. It was very hot. I was not a fan. I am worried this hoe's gonna run out. Now I could go and get... I'm gonna have to go get some crab soup, I think. Or just make another hoe. Which I think I can do. Alright, so we got all that. Let me go grab a crab soup real quick. And then for now, we're just gonna leave the scarecrow there. Oh yeah, we're very excited. We have 11 days over there. We have 11 days in Scotland, then I'll have a few days to kind of do my own thing while she's in a conference in Exeter, England. So I'm gonna go to Bath, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just take a train to Wales just so I can say I've been to Wales. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so why did I come over here? I came over here for soup, but I'm curious, what does it cost just to make a new hoe? Nothing, because I'd have to buy one, so we're gonna take a crab soup. And I thought I had some. It must be in that box, right? Alright, well, maybe we'll make some crab soup then. I'll also make a dunny, I think. Nails and palm planks. And so we might do the same thing we did last time, which was we make 4 dunnies and make them look like a shed. I kind of like the look of that more than just like a toilet. So we're going to do that. So we're going to make ourselves 4 dunnies. Which might seem a bit excessive, but you'll see. I think it looks nice. Nicer. Alright, crab soup's still boiling. I know we have one. I think it's just in here. Knew it. There we go. And since the shed's more like a garden thing, we'll put our garden shed, quote unquote, of dunnies over here. And until we get the lighthouse, maybe we'll... Or the lighthouse... Actually, the lighthouse might go on that little outcropping there. But until we get the greenhouse, maybe let's put our shed kind of against this wall here. So if we take a dunny like this, and done it like that, and done it like this, and done it like that, it looks like a garden shed. And if it's a little annoying, but if you walk to the corner, you can kind of eventually find a way to sit and do your dunnying. And now I can eat my crab soup. But see, yeah, it looks garden shed-ish, which I think is very cute, and I love it. Okay. But now that it's sunny and not rainy, you can see how much clearer the water is, which is so nice. How many rice am I planting? I am planting 100. I will have my jelly brew in time. Thank you for the reminder, though, because I absolutely probably would have forgotten. We do have Dangerous Wish on, though, so getting the Dangerous Wish extra jellies makes that a lot easier. Now we do have brewing unlocked, so we just have to make a keg to do everything we need to do. We're gonna let our stamina catch up. But on my last island, I had a rice field that was for 400 rice because it made me some stupid amount of money every time once I got the auto placer, because I had it placed in, I think it was the raw rice ended up being worth more, but the raw rice into the food modeler, and then I sold the models and made ridiculous amounts of money semi-automated, so it was pretty amazing. But I don't know if you've ever planted rice before, and sometimes it's impossible to find where you missed. It's so much easier with this water to see now where I don't have rice put down. So I can just go boop boop. Oh, I am missing one still somewhere. Where are we missing one? I bought 100 rice. Oh, right here. See? So much easier. Alright, so rice is down. Go team go. Speaking of jellies, let's see if we have any easy to get ones. We do over there, so we'll bop him in a minute. Let's see if anything over on this side. Just so we can start the process of gathering supplies there. Okay, so that covers us here. My boat should not be here. Get out of the boat. Beautiful. What's in here now? It's fine, but it doesn't belong like in the middle of the walkway here. We'll put it in the corner next to our garden shed. And we'll put our gardening tools in our garden shed. Oh, and what else? My scythe. That seems good. Okay. Lovely. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we got that going. Let's go bop a jellyfish or two. There's one here. 2 jellies there. I think we need 10 for each brew. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me. We get a giant shell. Survey says nope. Oh, looks like there's another murder over here. Look at all this free meat. I do enjoy that the crocs and the devil dog that spawns over here seem to... they hang out a lot. They seem to always be, they get in trouble. I do want to buy at least another shovel. And we want to buy some more potatoes too. Scusi. We get the shovel. Beautiful. And then we got a mining pass while we're here. Lovely. And I guess we'll buy a torch. And we don't need a rental sign. I suppose we'll be safe. We'll buy a first aid kit or two. You know, we're just starting to think of mining. Alright, there we go. And then I just need to talk to him. I don't want to sell anything, I lied. I want to sneeze. Pardon me. I want to chat, and let's chat. Right, we did our chatting. Go us. Okay. So, in terms of mines, just so you know where it is, it's kind of fun. The idea here was that John has to supply his store, so the boatmen would come, whoever they are, and they would bring all the supplies, and they'd boat right up to this dock here, and this is his loading dock into his store. Of course, it's actually our mines. But I thought that was just kind of a fun, like, little lore to the town. I gotta build stairs up here at some point. Nice, you're gonna plant your first rice crop, tons of things via fishing for Ted, so I bought a bunch to do for August, Autumn 1. Yeah, that's fair, Laura. I mean, I play a lot of times, watch people. I watch Sem a lot and play at the same time. It's always kind of fun. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the start. We have all 3 of our books. The town's currently paid off. We have the mine, we have John, we have the museum, we have the wishing well on Dangerous Wish. It feels like a pretty good start, to be honest. Not that it's not like a race or competition. Every once in a while, I'm reading like the Reddit chats. Up on the Reddits, people are like, you know, I feel like I'm behind, and I'm like, don't, you're fine. It's totally cool. I'm gonna take down this pillar. This naturally spawned here. I'm not sure why. And we will turn this all to sand in a minute. Actually, let's make our lives easier. All right, real quick. Sand. Come on. Sand. Sand. Let's turn this whole pillar into sand. Beautiful. Now I can just place it. But, you know, it's fun for me to have a quote-unquote like optimized start, but also that's because it's fun for me. Some people are just like, I'm just gonna throw this building here and I'll figure out the town around that, and that's something really cool. That's hard for me. Like honestly, it's just too hard. Now I've never tried. Can I get a big shell underwater? I don't know. We're just gonna grab a couple of these shells just in case we get a big shell. That's always kind of fun. See if we have good luck tonight. Can grab that frog. Oh, can't take a frog. What am I trying to do? Alright, so this little river bend is interesting too. So that island over there is probably where we're gonna put our animals. So they're gonna be on their own island at some point. Yeah, there's always lots to do. Ooh, like eat this free food. Ow! I forgot Dangerous Wish. Don't set me on fire. I'm in the water. Alright, you know what? That was annoying to me, so. You bit me, sir. Oh, can I get you to bite the... Yeah, shoot him. Shoot with the fire. No, get him, not me. Yes, there you go. You two fight. I had a frilly kill the alpha jackaroo, which was amazing. I didn't even touch the alpha jackaroo. Thank you, friend. Yeah, good try. Ooh, boy. Got him. Mostly for the meat. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I need to eat some more meat, or I need to sit or something. We'll sit down. Sorry, I keep accidentally hitting enter when typing the correct type. Oh, don't worry about it. No worries. I'm not scared. Type away. Thank you for being here. Alright, we got some stuff done. We got our Dunny Dweller. Don't love that. Green Thumb. And we're just healing up right quick. And then we're gonna go... Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. That looks nice. We'll take these out of the way. I don't think the shed's gonna stay there, but it works for now. I'm liking this kind of like little living on these different islands thing we got going on. But with this map, this was all natural, this big straightaway. So I'm going to be building the town all through this island. So this will be the welcome center, the visitor center, the welcome, the base tent in my house will be here. This is going to be the farm and the animals, because I don't normally do a huge animal thing. And then if we need to, we can expand. The animals could also end up over here, to be honest. That might make more sense. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm building a lot down here. I mean, I had said initially the airport's going to be right here, and we'll build a runway. But I'm keeping it all tight to this area. And then we have this whole big old map to do whatever we want with train yards and arenas, and eventually we're going to build our mini mall once we get like end game and all that jazz. Things we've talked about in other maps, but I'm going to keep this map survival and do it quote-unquote legit, whatever that means. So that'll be fun. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put some stuff away. I should check the board just to see if there's anything interesting. What's he going to give me? A parmy and chips. I don't want purple jeans. We're not catching those. So what did he want for the parmy chips? He just wants a raw giant jump stick. I think we have that. Yes, we do. It's always good to get the cooked goods so that eventually you can get Sheila to move in, because honestly it's a pain to make her stuff a lot of times. So if I can just have it ready to go, if someone else traded it with me, it's always winner. It does kind of look like a sailboat, especially now that we've added the main mast here. Yeah. I might have to download a mod so I can rename the island. Maybe we'll call it Sailboat Isle. I like that. It's called April for the April update, but sailboat makes much more sense. Where is our buddy? He's not in his shop still. Oh, he might have been until 6, right? There he is. Hello. I did. Here's your raw giant drumstick. You know, they say, if you can't trust a man to bring you a raw piece of giant chicken, who can you trust? That's the old adage, right? Alright, so we got that. I do think 4 keys is not enough keys. So we got some choices. We have some evening hours left. Let's check and see. I doubt it's gonna be a meteor shower, but you never know. Things could happen. It's not. So we could go and try to get some more keys and maybe do a mining run in the morning. I'm tempted to do that, actually. So let's put stuff away. Cooked goods go in here, so that's where the parmy will go. That's where these belong, these crab soups. This is a new mushroom, I guess. Let's go ahead and make some mushroom stew, because that's really nice to have. We can make one. Oh, why? Because we're short on milk caps. Where are the milk caps? Milk caps are they just regular dirt? Is that what I need for them? Is that why I'm not getting them? Because I don't have a dirt row? That might be the issue. I might need a dirt row. You keep all the NPC food in your crate and tent for Sheila? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do a key hunt tonight. That's what we are going to do. But I want to empty some inventory to do that. Okay. So, we can go in here. These are all stuff I care about, so yeah, we can put all that in there for now, because that's all stuff I care about. We'll bring the good shovel with us, because Lord knows that's going to break. That's for mining run. That's a tool I care about. That's fine. I could bring my books and also get any late night critters and things, so we'll do that as well. Do I have another metal detector? Yeah, let's bring them both just in case we get wild. And we can burn off a net or two. Okay. So I'm not planning on mining. I'm not planning on axe fighting here. I am planning on metal detecting. Let's use this shovel up, I guess, first. I got my book. And I got my net. And we can put our boat in the water, so that's fine. And right now we don't need any food, so actually we'll just put our... There we go. Okay. Let us go. So I'm thinking I'm going to go over to the desert. Oh, actually over to this area. So we'll go over here. Just because I don't think I've been over on that part of the map yet, really, so... Oh, pardon me. Allergies are wonderful things. It's kind of hard to be annoyed because of how pretty the trees are that I'm allergic to out here. Because they really are beautiful. Can I hit them from here? No, it was worth a hope. Would have made it very easy to get that, get the jelly brew. We'll also have to grab them close to land, which is fine. Alright, we're gonna make our way up to there. And really the keys are the priority. It's just if I do a quick scan, if I see anything new, we'll go for it, but I'm more concerned about getting metal detecting done. So I'd like to do a mine run. That would be a fun way to end the stream. Alright, we're gonna leave the boat there. We'll check for late night bugs. I know there is at least one spring bug, right? That's late night. That's new. Let's take a quick gander. It might have just been the scorpion, which I think I already have. I thought it was one of the ones that stayed on the tree. Oh, nope, there he is. I knew there was one more. Tiger moth. There we go. Bug book. And actually, it's not even night yet. This is still day, so... What do I know? New fish. Survey says no. New critter. Alright, let's get metal detecting. I'm realizing the metal detecting sound is very quiet for me, which actually is not a bad thing. And there's one over here as well. No, I do not have a diving helmet yet. I've never been in the mines yet, so on this character at least. Can you find a diving helmet outside the mines? We are going to need to eat something after all, so put that here. And honestly, I mean, worst case, we will just do 4 treasure rooms in the mines and just use the 4 keys we have, and that'll also be fine. You know, we might get lucky and get a helmet. Wow, 1, 2, 3 in a row? See if there's any more while we're over here. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Well, this is a pretty nice metal detector, I'll give you that. There's a key. There's a few more keys. Lovely. So how many keys total? 2 keys total. We'll keep our keys here. So we're up to 6 now. So that's already exciting. 50% more already. I mean, honestly, for a first run with no mining helmet, 8 to 10 keys would be ideal anyway. Because I don't have a glider to get around quickly, and I don't have a helmet. So it's not like, you know, we're gonna go wackadoo on our first time down there. Yeah, we're getting enough land treasures right now. The rivers, the lakes and the rivers like they used to. The rivers, sorry, I get songs that pop in my head sometimes. I think we're doing okay right now, but I also haven't done much metal detecting other than in the desert. That's why I came over here, because I did the desert 4 Dinkum days ago to go for gold, because I'd never done that before, and that was fun to do something new. Move, black cricket. Get out the way. Get out the way, cricket. Another old key. Oh, lovely. 2 in a row. Do we have another 3-er? Just the 2. I'll take it though. Just stuff this time, nothing fancy. Do love seeing the big old boxes. Nice, more keys, more discs. Franklin's gonna be excited to see us. Look at that key just living there. Alright, we're doing great. We're now up to, oh my gosh, so many treasures here. And there was one over, no. There. Ooh, look at all these goodies. Hot dog. Shovels, I don't mind buying multiples, like, otherwise I could wait. Actually, you know, I'm gonna switch because it's nice when we have the break a tool task to have things low in case we want to. So we'll switch shovels. So I'm now actually feeling good, like we could turn around and I would not be bummed. We will grab that pearl while we're over here. Oh, there's another one over here somewhere. Another double. Pardon me. And we're gonna grab that pearl and see if we can get this jelly to come say hi. Just swim up, or do you? Yeah, you swim, right? Come on, buddy. Taking too long. All right, let's run back to our boat. Via land. And if we hit anything on the way there, we'll pick it up. Otherwise, let's take our boat back, sleep, and hit the mines in the morning. And I think we'll do a single mushroom soup, because that's what we have. And a fruit salad. And maybe a brew? That might be good. 5 bright wire are very much appreciated. I think now we can afford to do 2 teleport spots. Which will be nice to unlock 2 of the tower. Wow, another double. The only thing we might also want is a crab soup, so we'll have to ponder what we're gonna wear. What we're gonna eat. Use the hammer instead of the pickaxe for ores too. It does, that's true. No, I want that. I gotta dive down to get it though. There we go. Yeah, I think we might do a crab soup and just use the hammer to break stuff open. To be honest. Whether that stuff is animals, bats, or ore. Hey, darling, welcome back. We're getting ready to do a mining run after we sleep here. I think we got enough keys to make it worthwhile now. Where's my boat? My boat's over here. While we're running by, we'll see if there's any new fish at night here. I don't think there will be, but... yeah, it's gonna be the first mining run on the save, so it'll be fun. I'm gonna go down with some torches, I guess, and my flashlight, because otherwise we got no light. Hopefully we'll get lucky and get ourselves a mining hat. Which also makes me think maybe I should cook just a little bit of the Spinifex, just in case we oh, that's right, Fishing Sisters. Epic new Dinkum cover band coming your way. I was trying to think, where would I, if I was like using that as an actual like band, where would I put it? And the thing I'm coming up with is I would love, you're like the old Buffy the Vampire Slayer type show. I want something akin to that kind of, you know, CW pretty people drama. But I want something like that set in the Call of Cthulhu world. And then you could absolutely have the Fishing Sisters be like an Appalachian country band. That comes to the big city and something follows or something. That's kind of that's what I'd like. I'd like a Cthulhu-esque 1920s, 1930s CW type show. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But what do I know? All right. So things we need to do. We need to prep for the mining run. So first, we're gonna put away a lot of our goodies. We're gonna take all our keys out. We are gonna store this. Get that right, and Josh, yeah. Nah, I'll just end up playing with my team. All right, what's that? Our D&D group, we'll make a game of it and play that instead. Man, I'm trying not to sneeze like into the microphone, so apologies. Oh no. We're good, okay. Let's put some stuff away. We're not gonna bring our books with us down there. We are going to bring... However, and actually this is perfect, we'll bring that because it's going to die, and I'll bring a rod I don't care about because I can abandon it. Because we'll get our bug. Do we need, no, there's no reason to bring a shovel or metal detector. We need a hammer. You have fever dreams like that? We need that, we don't need any of that with us. Do I really need a copper axe? Probably not, but again, I don't know how much stuff we're gonna really get. Food-wise, I do want to bring... oh, actually, that's good defense. Well, we're gonna bring the mushroom soup, for sure. I do think we want to bring a crab soup. We'll bring this, we'll bring one of these just in case we do anything foolish. And we'll bring meat on a stick. I always like having a little too much food than not enough. We'll bring both crab soups, for sure. And I think it's already a lot of stuff in our inventory, but we can figure life out later. I don't own a... whatchamacallit, a dolly. I don't know we're gonna get enough stuff on our first run to need a dolly, to be honest. And I don't know that I want to wait for John to open up to get the dolly, so the other thing we're gonna need is a mining pass. I'm gonna need to make torches. At least so I have them initially. I can always abandon them. I'll just make 15. They stack, right? I could, so I use the big hammer, but I could bring a flaming bat for some light. That might not be... Just as a light source so I can still whack bats and things with... No, I think I'll stick with the hammer. But I will get the spin effects. Yeah, I gotta cook some of that up. Which I thought I had over here. Yeah, I have a little bit. This is when I was getting seeds. Life became very full of spin effects, so we'll just play that game right quick. While that's doing its thing, I mean, it's already done. Let's make some torches. Oh god, I don't need that many. 32 is more than enough. I don't think I realized it made 8 at a time. We'll cook all this resin. We'll need the spin effects eventually for other things anyway, so it never hurts to have a nice stack. Listen, I appreciate the commitment to the bit here, but let's make our lives easier. There we go. Oh, the mines map looks different? That's fun. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm excited to go check that out. Pardon me. I didn't get to the mute switch in time. Oh my goodness. I'm dying, y'all. I'm dying. Okay, what else do we have? We have a lot of stuff we're carrying. We're not gonna need it all. We'll eat some of it. We can drop things we don't care about. What I want to do though is grab a sleeping bag. How we doing on tools? Tools are fine, so we're gonna take the crab soup. Fletch is trying to be eaten by a gator. You do you, Fletch. I'm gonna take a nap right outside our float up loading dock. And I think we're otherwise good to go, so let's set this up. We want the hammer. We want torches. All that just initially. Food initially. We'll switch over to this. Actually, this goes here. Yeah, allergies are nuts right now. The allergies are awful. And that's fine for our initial go. Okay, let's sleep. Sleep until tomorrow. Alright, I'm back. Ah, there we go. So we slept. Well, let's go for our first mine run, shall we? Let's see what happens. Alright, so mine trip down, go down. Start eating food. We'll eat a fruit salad. We only have one mushroom soup, so I'm gonna wait to eat that. But I'll be ready to eat it. Alright, let's look at the map. Oh yeah, the map does look different. Okay. But we have our flashlight. And we have our, we're hunting for goodie chests, for sure. That's kind of our primary goal. I'm gonna ignore a lot of the ore for this first run. It's bats and goodie chests, and maybe we'll worry about iron on the way back. I'm not even gonna fight just yet. We're gonna just explore the map. And so the map, we're looking for those nice gray rectangles. Those are always fun to find. You know, that's the mine shaft. Let's mark that so I don't keep walking in circles around it. Okay. We will stop for these guys though. And we will pop them in. I know I can make money off them, but I'd rather have the gems again, for more treasures later. So we'll get those where we can. If we get to big open areas where we don't know what's going on, we can drop torches down. But for now, we're just opening the map up, see what we can get. Hello, friends! Alright, here's our bat statue already. Yeah, I know, you're coming. Him we might have to fight if he's gonna be annoying. He's not gonna be annoying. He is gonna be... Okay, you know, let's just take these guys out real quick. Oh gosh, nope, that was a bad hit. Because I haven't eaten all my food yet because I wasn't planning on fighting them just yet. Oh good, hit each other. Will you get angry at him for hitting you? You will not. Alright, mushroom soup it is. I do need to heal up to get the benefit of the mushroom soup, so I'm just gonna run away for a minute. Alright, that's fine. And you know, I think actually what we'll do is we'll also do one of these guys. So we have a mushroom soup. Yeah, we'll do that. I could use the Healy bit, but we're not that bad. It's not that bad. I do have keys on me. There's not on my bar right now, but they will be. Now we'll keep the crab soup on the bar for now. Pick we actually don't need right now. Yeah, I never use the flashlight. I should remember that that's a thing. I just use the bat zapper. But that is very helpful. Nice try, my friend. But I'm well fed now, so you are nothing to me. Alright. Hello, Brengan. Good evening to you. Alright, so again, we're ignoring all the... Oh, all this iron is kind of nice, though. It's kind of hard to ignore, so we're just going to grab it since it's right here. And we'll keep an eye on our hammer. We do have 2 crab soup with us, so once we get worried about it, we'll pop a crab soup, too. Okay. Have we unlocked any goody huts yet on the map? No. But this bat would be nice to come here. Come on. Alright, let us swim. So this is our first run in the mines on this character. I don't want to burn out my flashlight. I'd also love to get some bat wings, that'd be nice. Alright, no croc. Let's see if we can get a couple bats to come hang out with us. Ooh, 4 or 5 bats? 6 bats? Come on, friends. Took out 4 in one hit. Not a single wing? Not a single wing. That's a bummer. There's the 5th one. We do have Dangerous Wish on, so in theory the wings, when they drop, should drop more. I think that's how that works. I don't know if it's doubles a drop that does happen or just doubles the odds of the drop happening. Not sure entirely which. Alright, we got lots of doggos today. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen hide in her hair of a goody hut. Which is a term from back when I played a lot of Civilization. So I call them goody huts. I don't know if there's an official Dinkum name for the treasure rooms, but I call them goody huts. Ooh, fence up there. Sometimes we get the fun light posts that I like, so we'll... We'll get them. And actually, while we're here, let's get you. Great. I don't care about this net anymore. It can stay here. And I saw the fish. There's the fish. And we'll just get him done. I can take a few hits from bats, but I want to watch that. I'd rather get this fish. Beautiful. Still no wing. What is... Oh, that's just a croc that's having a bad day, so we're gonna stay away from over there. Alright, we like the wooden lamppost. I don't love the old fence, but I do like the old free lampposts. They work great. And I will take a free fence because I often use the old fence for all my ranching, to be honest, so. At least initially. Alright, hello, bat. Still none of those. Okay. So let's see what we can put this up here. We don't really. Oh, we did get one bat wing, so I'm gonna keep them down here because I like to see how many I have. I don't really care about this rod anymore. Beautiful. Okay. Would love to find a goodie hut. We did all that hunting for keys. The idea being that's the only thing I'd come down here for is to try treasures. But what can you do? So my best ever on bat wings, I got 15 once in one run. That was, I've never done that again. Most of the time I get 2 or 3. So there we go, we're up to 2. Alright, and we're still looking. Found another bat statue. Still can't pick him up as far as I know. But we'll have to wait and see once we get enough wings to see if we can pick him up. Alright, I do like following the water when I have a glider. That's always a nice way to get around these areas and cover a big map. So we'll kind of walk along. There we go. Find our first goodie hunt. Please have a chest. It has a chest. Love to see it. All right. And we got nothing really of note, but we did find one, and there's one right next to us, so that's nice too. I forgot though that we need 2 keys, so that's good. You know, we're only gonna be able to do 4 of them total, unless we get a key in one. I was trying to break as little. We'll go through here, I guess. Let's see if this walkway opens up. Like I thought it would. There we go. Oh, hey friend. Well, that seemed unnecessary. You didn't even give me a chance to say hello yet. Thank you for taking out that bat. Oh, you're stunned. And now you're dead. Okay. Where is the door on this one? Is it this way? Oh, it's like right there. Hello. What's in here? Is there a chest? Yes, there is. And survey says nothing good. An iron bar is nice. Okay, so we're already at the point where we're abandoning things. I can't imagine I ever. Okay, what do we need slingshots for? If regular slingshots, we need them for anything. I don't need 3 of them, that's for sure. Fertilizer I don't care about. Copper spear I'll bring, just for selling. Anything else I don't care about? Oh, that's a good idea. You know, I never thought of using them on the jellyfish. That's... I like your thoughts there. Yeah, I'll keep the 1. I'll keep the 2 for now. We'll leave that. We'll mark this one as done. I always drop an X on them so I know where I've been, because otherwise I will just wander back inevitably. Alright, we'll just kind of keep exploring this way, I guess. We're doing great on time. Mostly because, again, we're ignoring most of the mines. We're just searching for goodies. But the odds are we can only open up 2 more goodies, and then we'll spend the rest of the time figuring out what we want to do down here. Maybe more bat hunting. Because early glider... The nice thing about bats is it's a predictable glider. It just takes time. But you can guarantee you'll get a glider eventually. So make sure there's a chest in there. There is. Survey says... Hey, we got a mining helmet. Thank goodness. Okay. Well, that's exciting. So let's put that on first. Where is the mining helmet? Ah, that's lovely. You love to see it. Hey, come here. Now that I have a helmet, I can't hit these bats. Save my life. Beautiful. Alright, what else is in here? I just saw the helmet and got excited. Copper bars are fine. We don't need bones. We'll take the copper bars. We don't need another... I like getting the paint. It's not important to have the paints, but I like having it. I don't really do a bunch of painting though. So let's see what we have here. I'm gonna bring stone back. You know, I made all those torches. I don't need the... Let's bring the paint for now. We can abandon it later. Alright, and that one's done. So, we have one more we can do, but honestly, the only thing that would make it... if we got the yellow glider, that would be the cream of the crop get. But that's super rare, so I've only received that once in any of my games. Alright, we're gonna fight this guy. We're just swung too early there. Yeah, next time I'll buy a trolley. I just forgot to bring it with me. Alright, Fred, I haven't bought one yet. There we go. I do think there is one right here. Did we not do that one? We've not done that one. Alright, let's see. Where's the entrance on this guy? It's over that way. There we go. Yeah, normally I'd have a trolley and a chest with me. I just didn't buy a trolley yet, and I didn't want to wait for John to open. Given how quickly we've kind of made our way through all this, we probably could have waited, but you know. I know my pockets are full. I know. We'll survive. And that is a chest as well, so... Well, I do like the sparkling ones, so we're going to be emptying inventory in a minute here. What do we got? Iron, copper, blue paint. Okay. How are we doing on food? Meat on a stick. We can eat one more. Make a mine chest with you... Okay, so we can get that. Hey. There you go. Cool. Back to what we're looking at here. I do want the blue paint, I think. Even more so than the red. Anything I don't care. I like all of the... I don't need 2 slingshots ever in my life. Advanced slingshots and a heartbeat. But, cool. And we'll grab that shiny rock, and now I'm happy. What ore am I carrying at this point? I'm carrying iron ore. So if we get to the point where I need to drop other ores... Whoop, where? What? Where are you? And yeah, come on and let's play in here. Pardon me there. Alright. There we go. I could drop the croc teeth. I do like having them because they sell well later. When you sell them in piles of 50. But you are right, I could... Hey. I am realizing though that once this food runs out, I'm out of like my good foods, so... Fine, we'll do it your way. So I will want to actually start heading back. And whatever Shenan's gonna get into, getting over there. Because when the good stuff runs out, we're in trouble. So, knowing that, is there a way I can make my way back there and see new stuff? Well, it doesn't really matter to see new stuff because I can't open anything. So... I do like breaking the cars, which means we're gonna get a lot of greens that we might need to figure out our life. Alright, anything... I mean, we like all of this. Springs are great, wires are great. I think you're right on the croc teeth. No, I want the bars. I don't care about the croc. I actually don't care about the flame sacks either. To be perfectly honest. The tires... we have... I think we have a bunch of tires. I think we're okay there. Let's go up a little bit this way. And down a little bit this way. And yes, it's hurting me to leave all this stuff behind too, but oh, we will not leave that behind if we can help. Oh, okay, could you not? I was... rude. Don't run away. No, not after all that. You get back here. Thank you, sir. I'll take your croc meat. And we'll take this gem. And now we'll play the running game. What is an old Bowser? I know it's needed for the vehicle summoner. I just don't know what that item is. When I played around in my creative, I just summoned the demons. I just got the summoner thing, so I didn't see what the old Bowser was. Because the only Bowser I know is the boss from Mario Brothers. And I'm pretty sure that's not it. We're playing the map game and hoping it all works out, which is not my favorite way to play the map game. Thus far, though, it is all working out. This is where it gets interesting. There's water, though, so that's generally a good sign. I do want this bat to come and mess with me. Come on, bats. Are you gonna kill the bat for me? No wings. I mean, I can't get greedy. 3 is pretty decent for the first time in the mines. Lots of iron ore. I want to get this gem back, and then we'll spend some time coming back and getting some of this ore. And frankly, we're just chasing down bats. Does this connect? It does so far. Oh yeah, we're doing great. I don't want to get cocky, but I think we're gonna be able to walk right over there. That's not too shabby. We got 2 gems turned in, so that's 8 shards. So that'll be useful. 2 bats, that's worth chasing down. Where'd you go? Oh, you went over there. Nope. Excellent. Is that another gem? No, that's all copper, copper, copper. You say lead, it's not lead. I know it's not lead, it's tin. Yay, another wing. Hot dog. How many do we need? 15 or 25? I can't, or 20 or... Wait, what was that? There's like 1 blue speck in the void there. That was weird. Bat glider is normally my first glider. Again, it's so nice just to be able to... You can grind it out, right? You can get it after a few days. You just come down here, especially if Dangerous Wish on. It goes pretty quick. Lovely. Okay. Now, we have plenty of time to kind of do whatever until we either die or need to head back up. So let's go ahead and just get some of this ore while we're down here. I could abandon the chest too, actually. That's something I don't need to bring back if I wanted other ore. Oh man, I should have jumped out of the way of that one. There we go. Lots of croc meat, so we're gonna make a bunch of croco skewers. We'll buy the onions. We haven't started growing them yet, so that's no big deal. That's still the mine, so we'll kind of explore around. Hey, darling, yes, got the helmet. Very exciting. I was saying, honestly, that's what I wanted most. The only thing that would have been even better would have been like the yellow glider, but the helmet is a huge starting point, so I'm very pleased with that. Now we're up to 4 wings, so we're doing decent on our wing hunt. I can't remember how many I need, but 4 is a good start. Make it 5. So that's what we're doing now. I'm not really even going after ore. I'm chasing down. It's 20. Perfect. Thanks. Yeah. So we're quarter of the way there. I will stop and get some of this. I probably should start worrying about soup in a minute. But for now, we're doing all right. I think I will pop. It's a bummer finding more goody huts and not having the keys to get in. That's always a shame. Yeah, it's true. Well, it was. Who knows now? That's a very valid point. I will have the soup just ready. Also for health, I gotta be careful now because we're getting into the more goody huts and I can't get in. That's a gem one anyway. I wouldn't have wasted going in. Is that a gem? No, that's just copper. Wait for him to wake up, because sometimes when they wake up, they just lunge at you. Like, nope, nope, nope. Nope. That's how you get allergies. Stay out of the pollen. Can go. Shoot. And I decided I don't need this chest, so we're just going to take the teeth after all. Alright, what will bring me back to the base? I think it's time to start walking back, just because I don't want to be caught out of nowhere land. We got our fish, we got our bugs, we'll be able to turn that in, and then I never have to bring those materials down here again, which is nice. We found a broken down car down here, that was fun to get rid of. We're just looking to see if there's anything else that catches our eye, and then we'll head back. Let's just break a big rock. The iron. Or for the stone. Alright, how do I get back? Through this wall. Perfect. So yeah, so the next stream is going to be tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow night. And we'll see what shenanigans we get into then. I'm not entirely sure what the game plan is. We've done a mining run. Honestly, it might be trying to gather more keys. We might do some heavy mining. We'll want to get some more mushroom soup for sure. So we're going to do some. Maybe we'll run around and do some mushrooms in the morning tomorrow or next stream. And then honestly, it might not be a bad idea just to keep coming down to the mines, even with no keys, just for bat hunting. Because we're making decent progress. At this point, you know, we're a third of the way there almost. One more bat wing would put us a third of the way there, we think, unless it's changed. And I do want to test, you know, someone had asked, hey, are we able to pick up the bat statues now? I have no idea, so that'd be fun to find out. Don't you think? I think it'd be fun to find out. Alright, let's continue making our way here. Again, I'm ignoring a lot of ore and goodies. We're doing okay. The question was, are we able to pick up the bat statues now after we get our bat glider, or are they still permanently mounted down here? That was the question. And we'll find out once we get a bat glider. I was running around right now because I'm trying to see if I can find 1 or 2 more bats. It'd be nice to try to get a few more wings, but otherwise we're in decent shape. All in all, pretty successful run. Getting the helmet, always a lovely thing to get. Is there anything we can drop? Do we want more ore? I mean, always, but we're fine. We will, of course, be buying a, whatchamacallit, a, dolly. And so we'll have a ton more storage in the future. Actually, you know, well, that was silly. Let's throw this guitar down real quick. Pick that up. Let's leave the sleeping bag here for now. It's a little silly, but we can leave it here. It's fine. Again, in the lore of our island, that's kind of the loading dock where the boats would bring all supplies right to John's basement under his shop. Okay, he's still potentially open, right? So let's give him these. I know there's one back in the base camp, but if he's still in here, yeah, let's give him this stuff. Get it out of our inventory. you go. I would take them. I do have another donation back in my house. Let's see if you stay. I don't know what... you're done. So yeah, we made it just in time for that. He's leaving now, so we won't get the other one over to him tonight, but we'll do it next time. Hi, Fletch. Bye, Fletch. No time to talk. Gotta buy a lot more onions. We're doing great on croc meat. Or we just gotta cook all the croc meat and sell that to our buddy. Is he around Wednesday? Okay, Dangerous Wish. He's around Wednesday nights, right? Is that still around Wednesday nights? Because if he is, I'm gonna cook all that meat and just go sell it to him. Yeah, let's do a little meat cook-off here. What do we got? 56 meat we can cook up. We can take that. We have 101 raw meat. Now I don't want to... Well, you know what? Until we are worried about crab pots, this is fine. And 5 of these. It could take a minute to cook all this, but we got 3 grills. We got 3. You know, I never use a battle shovel. I'm such a hammer person. I'm hammer all the way, all the day. Let's get cooking meat. Honestly, it might be worth making a couple fires as well, just to speed this up. We have all the supplies we need for that. Campfires, por favor. Alternate recipes? What do we get for alternates? Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, I'm more of a... I always use the hammer. I never really use the battle shovels. I know people swear by them. People like them. I will inevitably set myself on fire. But if we're gonna cook 100 meat, we need a lot of places to do it. I've noticed there seem to be a lot more alternate recipes, or maybe I just never noticed them before. But up here, for example, what was it the other day that surprised me? No, that I know we've had. It wasn't that. There was... I don't know what it was. There's something that I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, it was the hammers. That's what it was. So you can make the iron hammer with iron and tin automatically. I don't know, was that always there? And it's more obvious now, it seems. But when you want to make your iron pick, you can now do the copper and iron like you're used to, or you can start right from a basic. Has that always been there? Maybe I just never noticed it before. It just saves you a crafting step. That's new? Oh, but there you go. More new things. Now, we haven't been fighting alphas, but I'm not thinking I need to sell my alpha meat. And again, this is all assuming I find Ted, because sometimes he's just absolutely impossible to find. And by the time we cook all his meat, it is going to be late, so we'll see. He doesn't whistle at late, right? I think that's how that works. Unless that's changed too. Oh, he will whistle after late? Great. Okay. As long as I don't listen. Yeah, because I need that whistle. Otherwise, he's like nigh impossible to find sometimes. Alright, our meat's cooking pretty quick. Here I was thinking he respected noise, quiet hours. Alright, 2 more passes on the meat and we'll be done. This meat at least. We got some drumsticks, and if I want to go wild, and I think I do, I think we want to cook the croc meat as well. It's a nice chunk of change. We are going to need to build someone's house soon, and we're getting low on cash again, so it'll be good to do. Alright, we're now into our giant drumstick phase. And now we're in our croco meat phase. Don't remember if croco meat cooks faster or not. This made me think of when I used to play Valheim. I used to make a bunch of big like cooking hearths and just line a whole lodge of cooking hearths and just run back and forth and load up the meat. Yeah, obviously the big legs are slower. So once they're done, we'll plow through this, and then we'll go find him. Where's my boat? Right where it belongs. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll be hanging out somewhere nearby. Doesn't really work that way, but a guy could hope. Dancing on here. Do, 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 do. What else do I have that I could sell him? He takes critters. I don't have any lying around. And I don't really want to give him the prime meat. Although I do have 17 of it. That does seem like a lot. Yeah. You know, I'm going to keep this crab meat for now. So I want to keep some supply for when it's time to... Or croc meat. For crab pots. So once this batch is done, we'll go sell this. We'll go if we find him. Now, one thing that's sad is he doesn't sell the ice hammer anymore. You have to craft it at his camp on the island, which means ice hammer is now gated behind getting the airport. And that was my favorite tool. That made everything kind of super easy. So that's not a bad thing. Just, you know, it's just a change. All right, let's go on an adventure and see if we can find this guy. So what I'm thinking is we'll kind of circle up to the main island, and we'll run on land on the main island. We will bring the boat with us because it is late. And the goal is not really to fight anything. Because I don't want to lose my stamina. So we're gonna go here. We'll peek out across the way there. Had I thought about it, I should have grabbed my fishing book. Just see if we see a late night fish, but you know, whatever. We'll jump across real quick on this side, and then we'll jump back. And we're just grabbing shells, which I normally wouldn't do, but the big shell is just kind of fun. It makes me interested in grabbing shells. Alright, we're going to jump back to the mainland. Yes, I know. I shouldn't be swimming. I'm aware. Thank you. Work our way up this way. We have enough stamina to clear that, so we will. Yeah, no, I know there's crabs, there's all sorts of goodies, but right now, we are running and looking for our buddy. Just so I can take all his money and he can buy my week-old meat that I found on the side of the road. My roadkill stew. Alright, so we're making our way. I don't want to miss any major chunks of land. I don't mind missing some, just, you know. Again, we're not going to do like a full grid search for the dude. If we don't find him, we don't find him. Do I have a sleeping bag on me? No, I put it back. That's right, okay. We'll run up to this corner and then we'll go back. Where am I? Yeah. So I think I'm still on an island. I mean, seriously, man, just give me your iPhone and find my friend on it. Because sometimes finding him is an adventure. Maybe that's what we should call it, an adventure. That's the positive way of looking at it. Hello, anybody out there? All the oxen free. Alright. I don't love leaving barrels behind, but my inventory's so full. Can't pop them anyway. I mean, it's very possible he's up here, so we'll keep going north. We heard a bang there. It's the missus coming in to say goodnight. Just opening the door, seeing what we're doing. She's not as excited as I am. We gotta find a man and sell him old meat. She's like, I'm gonna go listen to my book and go to bed. Alright, let's see here. Nothing up here. Is he on that little plot of land over there? No. I swear, if you're over there, well, then more power to you, friend. I'm not trade. Well, I'm already over here. Guess I should, right? Alright, by now I feel like we would have heard the whistle, so I'm not going to worry about that portion. Back we go. And jump. Jump. We'll boat out there real quick. Yes, I know there's a pearl there. We're leaving it. We're leaving it, I say. I'm not getting it. Alright. This island's pretty large, but I feel like we would have heard from him by now. Maybe this upper area here. So I'm thinking we'll run down the middle of the island and then we'll come back up north again on the west coast and then call it if we haven't found him. Alright, we got Angry Bird, little mangrove area there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So what are your all strategies when you're playing and you're searching for them? Do you do like a grid pattern? Do you just look certain places and then give up? When I have my teleport towers, normally I just jump to them and run around real quick before I do like the island crawl. Oh, don't get tired. Whew, boy, just made it. But yeah, that's my normal go-to. Is normally you need a 2x2, I think, to do the wall jump here. Let's see if I can do it. There it goes. Alright, so if we make our way... This is pretty central. Kind of look both ways, see if we can see his light. Sometimes I see the light before I hear the whistle. I think is that true? That might not be true. I might be lying to you. You take a jet ski, you circle the whole map first. That's a good call, yeah. That's kind of, I guess, what I'm doing when I do the towers. I just hit the 4 towers and then go from there. Oh, Laura, I have had many nights on stream where we just don't find him. So he's never a, oh, I'll definitely get to him type of thing. He's always a, well, we'll see what happens. Because I thought the gimmick was he can't spawn within a number of tiles or blocks or whatever the unit James uses of your town, but maybe it's like a donut shape, like there's a certain range he can't be in, a certain range it's forced in. I don't know. But yeah, he's always a tough one for me. Like, consistently a tough one. There's been many a time I'm just like, well, guess we're not finding him this week. Alright, we're supposed to be sticking more towards the middle though, so we're gonna stick to the middle and then we'll run up the west coast. A little cockatoo there, or cockatiel, or... I don't know, it looks like the Mulligan cockatoo we had growing up in our house. His name was Fred. He was an awful bird. We liked him, but he was awful. He was so loud. And he told us all the time, pretty bird, I'm Fred. And he bit everyone, ate my dad's steering wheel. 200 tiles overseas, but I've seen him right in the edge of that even walking into town. That's wild. I swear if I get back and he's sitting outside my tent, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, what the? Alright, we're starting our westerly approach now. We're going to go up to the west. And if we find him, cool. And if we don't find him, we'll survive. But for all of you hanging out and watching, thanks so much for being here. Ooh, that's... No, we have you. That's the hunt. Well, I don't know if we have you. But I dropped my net, so we don't have you anyway. You've seen him walk into town. I love that. Let's see if we can find a new giant shell. But if you're hanging out and you want to do a like or a subscribe or all those things, I'm supposed to, I don't know. YouTubers are supposed to like tell people to do that, so... Consider it told. I don't know. Oh, hello. Let's get away from you. I was just gonna take that free meat, but I don't feel like fighting. Is there anything I can drop? Yeah, I can drop these shells and take that free meat because I can sell it to him. If I get the meat first, not the dang bone. Perfect. 2 streamers towns. Interesting. Interesting. Ton of shells over there. We'll go over to Silly Little Island. I doubt he's over here. But mostly I want these shells. That's why I wanted them. We're gonna keep picking them up, see if we get another big shell. See if we can get one more big shell. Oh, there's another one. Beautiful. Still no whistle, right? Alright, so we're gonna put our boat down. We're gonna put our 2 shells on. We're just gonna boat around now and try to find them. Good, that one clipped. And we'll come grab this one. This is new, if you haven't seen these yet. And they can be about 20,000, or they can be more or less. No. There we go. It clipped in. Beautiful. Oh, that's the best I've had them fall in yet. I had one that was worth like 85,000. So it just depends on how heavy they are when you weigh them. He's fighting something up there. That is more free meat I could go and get, but at this point I don't even know if I'm going to find a guy to sell it to, so... Yeah, no. Now we'll go around this big island. And we'll follow the coast. Nothing like a nice little late night boat ride with our bright little hat on. How are we doing on spin effects? We're doing fine. Shells are kind of pretty. Look at all these shells we'll be picking up. What is in the shells? You break them open? So they're very easy to break. So far, the 2 times I've broken, or 3 times I've broken them, they've all been some sort of crab. I don't know if that's 100% always. I don't know if there's any like rare, fun, nice drop. You know, if it's worth breaking them to see if you get like something super rare. But so far, it's been all crabs all the time. Let's see here. We'll keep going around. And frankly, they're worth, I mean, even the cheapest ones are worth like 20K. So as long as it's not too much of a pain to bring them back to your base, it's easy money. Again, getting close to 90K or something on my biggest one. We'll see if that gets changed and parsed down. But they're also semi-rare. You know, I think I've turned in 5, maybe 6. I've broken 3 or 4. So it's a nice beginning money way to get some money for sure. Alright, we've already done up in here, so I think what we'll do is we'll take the waterway back. And if we don't find them, we don't find them. There's a lionfish there. There's a marlin there. He's late. We've already caught both of those fish, so, you know. But always nice to get more if you can. Lots of pearls. Yeah, the fishing and the fish and the water just looks so nice now because you can actually see it. Which river do I want? Do I want this one? Yes, this is the one I want. Well, more like the interior here. Well, I don't have a rod on me, do I? I do have a rod. Oh well. But it's not an iron rod. Like, I have just the cheapest rod because I bought it just for the mines. I was going to abandon it down there if there was other stuff I wanted to bring back. The nice thing is, they'll be back. Just a man with his miner's helmet rolling through the sea, bringing back some shells for you and for me. Alright. On an adventure to find a man who will buy some old meat from the roadside stand. Let's see. You caught a lungfish on a basic rod. Just takes a few tries. I mean, that's fair. I caught a marlin on a basic rod. I did my old man in the sea, so I hear you. It's doable. Can't say it's always fun, but it is doable. Well, I think we may be out of luck. Hey, thank you so much, and we will catch you later. Thanks for being here. I hope you had a good break, and thanks for spending it watching this silliness. And I hope the rest of your shift goes well. We're gonna row across the earth here, by the way, just very slowly. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, Darlene. All right, so we're gonna keep slowly making our way, just in hopes that he like wanders up next to me. Like, wouldn't it be great if we just heard the whistle and he's just standing right there? Now, I will say once he spawned next to me. It was like 4 p.m. and the whistle happened. I looked over and he was just in the water next to me. So the NPC thing probably applies, but it doesn't seem like, or at least on the older version, he was able to pop up. There we go, almost to the water. And we're on a rock. There we go, beautiful. We're just gonna boat our way home. We'll say we tried. The good news is that meat's not going anywhere. It's cooked, it's ready. We'll have it for him whenever he does show up. But we will be back tomorrow. And it'll be a little bit earlier of a stream, which will be nice. Probably about 7:30 Arizona time. So whatever time that is in your neck of the woods. For example, right now it is... What time is it here? It is 11 p.m. my time. So, you know, 3.5 hours earlier than now. And just in case Ted is annoyingly like right on the corner of my island over here, we will come over here just in case he's, because I don't think we checked this corner. Because that would be very funny to me. But otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. for more, probably more mine runs, but, well, we'll see. I'd like to get Franklin unlocked too. I gotta stop buying licenses, because I think I have too many licenses now, because Franklin's not visiting as much as I'd like. Yeah, I think he's a no-go. We'll go all the way around this little island here, and then we will call it. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for some more fun randomness. Who knows what? We'll sell these shells. We'll do that for sure. Mushroom hunting. Possibly expanding the mushroom farm. Only so that we have more, because I think I need to do like a regular dirt. I think I forgot that to get the white caps. So we'll add that row. I need more bananas anyway, so we'll once we get another stock of bananas, we'll plant a bunch of banana trees. Because the mushroom farm does work with any age of tree. You don't have to have fully grown trees, which is nice. So you can bury a bunch of fruit and make it a mushroom farm right away. We're just gonna ignore these guys. We've circled our island proper. I think we're out of luck. So we'll head back. I know there's a little pond there. That's cute. Oh, it's a critter in there. You stayed away from farming, animals, and house upgrade to get Ted in 4th. Gotcha, that makes sense. Yeah, so right now we have the museum set up, so we have Teddy in. We have the shop set up. That's all we have for permanent residents at this point. We do have the wishing well, we have the mine. So all in all, not too shabby. So the one thing I need to build, so again, this whole idea of building this dock this way is the idea is like, oh, you could bring things in to bring to John's shop. I do need to add stairs up. But I like the idea of this, like, alright John, I'm here to sell you stuff, here's your supplies. We do need stairs though, and so until we get stairs, we have to kind of go around this long way. I'll build them at some point. Alright, we'll drop that one there. Now we're going to clear out this entrance and put stuff in here. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. And there. Cool. That's all squared up. I will want my boat with me for sure. You two are out late. Have fun. We'll come back for shell sales later. We're gonna get rid of the fire trap for now until we do more mass cook-offs. Oh, my pockets are full, that's right. Alright, cooked food goes in here. We'll keep the fruit salad on us. Raw foods go in here. Crafting materials go in here. Pick all those up. We're gonna put those with the cooked food for now. Actually, we'll put them right in here. That's fine. That's for next time we need to do a big meat cook-off. Alright, most of that stuff in there. Some goodies in there. We'll put the one key that we have. We do have a spot for furniture. That's back here. And I guess that can include, for now, things like paint, because we've not built a lot of things. We can put our regular hat on. Let's see, bat wings, we'll go in our mining box, that goes in here. Most of the rest is tools. So we'll call this tools, that's excess stuff we don't really care about. What's that? That's a cheap fishing rod. We'll set up our normal kind of loadout real quick, just so we have it for the next time we play. Really do need to get that repair table built sooner than later. It would just save me money. Okay, so where's my fish book? Nope. I do also need to buy my whatchamacallit, the more slots And there. That's our kind of normal loadout. Oh yeah, no, I have a lot of good stockpile. So we're in decent shape. Is there anything interesting about this? Money, not so much. I'm not catching scrub turkeys. Go fly kite. Tin sheet for 2 bars is nice. And purple jeans I don't care about. I wonder if he's still out there, because I can just go get that done. Anytime you can get free ore doubling, it's worth it. And it gets you some points. Yeah, he's still chatting with Fletch, so we can go get that done right quick. Oh, he's gonna go kill someone. Good day there, Josh. I'm axe murdering. Perfect. Well, you have a successful hunt, my friend. Good luck. You know, there's no werewolves in Dinkum. You've never seen a werewolf in Dinkum? It's because he's always out there every night, making sure the town's safe. That's why. What other weird urban legends can we make up? Let's start a bunch of fake Dinkum lore. Alright, so I think that is good. That's where we're going to sleep. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Until then, see you later.